Evening, everybody, and welcome to the Hotspur Huddle. You might be a little bit confused because it's Holly that is not talking, and it is myself. But I have been joined, obviously, by Holly and Nelson, the regulars. Holly, how are you?
I am good, thank you. It's nice to be sat here while you're doing all the hosting, so I'm very excited.
Lovely, and I guess we're both in the same camp that we haven't had to think about Spurs for a little while, so we must be absolutely buzzing, right?
Oh yeah, it's been a breath of fresh air. I'm not gonna lie.
Absolutely, and boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have been joined by some royalty tonight because I don't know if anybody has seen or has heard, but this other person has been, on AFTV nonetheless. But listen, he sat them off because he got a better offer tonight. So, Nelson, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing, Wes? How you doing, Holly? It's good to be back. Look, I couldn't leave the gang. This is the gang right here. This is the OG gang. Obviously, I had a little appearance, on AFTV, but like you said, I had to bin them off. This is my lifetime job, and I'm happy to be here.
He's got to go, right? He's got to go.
He's gotta go, man. He's gotta
He's
go.
got to go, Robbie. He's got to go. I've had enough. I've had enough. Um,
uh,
But no, tonight we have got a Premier League themed quiz for you all, including a Barclaysman round. For anybody that followed that trend that was going around on Twitter in an international break a good few months ago, will know what I'm on about. If you would like to join us, the game pin is up on screen, or if you are tech savvy, then please scan the QR code. I know there is people that aren't tech savvy, so they probably won't be joining in. But yeah, we will get cracking in a moment. But before we get started, Nelson, we have to talk about your performance on AFTV because obviously you were there at the Women's Champions League game where Arsenal managed to pull it back. For those of people that haven't seen you on the big time on the big screen, tell us what that game was like last week.
Yeah, man. Obviously, I was gutted to not be on last week's episode, but you guys did a great job. And yeah, I happened to go to the women's game. The girls had to make a comeback, 2-0 down from the first leg. And there were a lot of complaints, especially from, legend Ian Wright. Most people were complaining about the conditions of the pitch that Real Madrid hosted Arsenal in. They weren't the best conditions, and that people believe that that was a factor in why Arsenal lost. However, coming back to the fortress only for the women's team, because I believe it's a fortress for the women's team, and they came, they saw, and they dominated and obliterated Real Madrid from start to finish. So I went on AFTV just to talk about the game and give my review and how Renee Slager's the manager. As I say, the renaissance continues. The game plan was amazing. Second half, the girls just came out guns blazing, and yeah, we came out with a 3-0 victory. So we're moving on to the semi final. Even though I'm a bit worried about our opponents, Wes, but I'm very confident for the rest of the season. The women's they just know how to get the job done, and they execute the plan perfectly.
And yeah, I think it was good to see the girls get the turnaround. Obviously, tricky opponent in the next round, but then from the men's point of view, Nelson, that person came back with a bit of a bang last night against Fulham. So, what were your thoughts on the game last night?
The Star Boy is back. As everybody knows, this it's very hard to hate on Bukayo Saka, no matter what team you support. In my opinion, I think every team has a player that
No,
every
it's
football
quite
fan.
easy. It's quite easy to hate on Bukayo Saka,
It
especially as a
is.
Spurs fan.
No, I completely understand that, but I think there is certain players just universally that many people adore, and I think Saka's one of them just because of his humility, the way he conducts himself, and I think for those who owned him in fantasy in FPL were really living it last night, living it large, and I was one of them who put him on the bench, so I'm the one suffering the consequences. But it was a great return, and I think looking forward, I think this will be a massive boost for Arsenal heading into what is going to be a very crucial tie amidst the injuries that we suffered last night. But that is that, and we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And Holly, we have got the small matter of not only the fact that Tottenham Hotspur are going to be back and probably ruin our lives this week, but we go to a ground, Holly, that we are literally cursed at. I think most Spurs fans have seen us win once there in the time of the Premier League. So how are you feeling going to the Bridge tomorrow night?
Oh,
And you've muted yourself as
she's
well,
muted
Holly.
herself.
I do this
Brilliant.
every time. I swear.
Brilliant. Take two, Holly. We weren't live or anything.
There we go. Take two. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think many of us Spurs fans are looking forward to it either. I'd be quite happy to sack it off and just go to the weekend and play Southampton, because hopefully that'll be a much easier game. I'm not sure what the score is at the moment. When are they kicked off yet or not? I'm not sure. But they've got Palace tonight, so yeah, I'm trying to ignore our fixture, if I'm being brutally honest with you.
Yes, I have the same feeling. I'm kind of like, can we just get this one out the way, over and done with? Can we just lose already so we can be back to being really annoyed at Spurs? Because, like I say, it's a ground that we are cursed at. If anybody is unsure on how cursed we are, the only time I've seen Spurs win at Stamford Bridge was 2017 on April Fool's Day. There's a joke in there somewhere, boys and girls. There is a joke in there somewhere. Anyway, let's get cracking, shall we, on tonight's quiz.
Oh,
Premier League
All
quiz.
right, let's do
Here
this.
we go.
I'm stressed.
Confirmed.
Good luck, Holly.
Oh,
Prem
need it.
quiz. Prem quiz. Here we go. This first round is our multiple choice round.
I like the gifts there.
I've gone all out, to be fair. Question is, who won the very first Premier League?
Okay.
The answer, of course, was Manchester United, who won it in 1992, all those years ago.
Holly was quick there. I know that for sure.
First off
She was
the
quick
bat. First off the bat. Guys, if you are in the chat and want to join in, the game pin is in the description as well. Next question is, what is the name of Nottingham Forest's ground? Is it the City? Oi, there we go. Didn't even give me enough time to read out the options.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. It is, of course, the City ground, and they picked up a fantastic win against Manchester United last night. Former Manchester United player Anthony Elanga on the score sheet as well.
I'm going to bottle it. Don't worry.
Here we go. Who has scored the most goals in a Premier League season? Andy Cole, Erling Haaland, Harry Kane, or Alan Shearer? It's Erling Haaland.
I thought,
in a Premier League season, Holly, not in total. So Erling Haaland has got the record. He took it, I believe, off of, I want to say, Sergio Aguero.
Andy Cole, I believe. Andy Cole and Alan Shearer, I
Andy
believe.
Cole. Thank you, Nelson. Yeah. Thank you, Nelson. Yes, Niall's in. Bosh. Here we go. Which goalkeeper has the most clean sheets in Premier League history? Bosh. Answer is Petr Cech.
I love that Niall's in now.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go. Next one. Who has the most goals in North London derbies? Thierry Henry, Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, or Emmanuel Adebayor? Just had to put in, obviously, the best goal ever scored in the North London derby for this one as well.
That is an outrageous goal. Absolutely outrageous goal.
It is, of course, Harold Edward Kane. Niall, you've joined in, but you're not answering, dude. What's going on? Right, next round is the true or false round. True or false, Carlos Tevez has played for both Manchester clubs.
I feel like me and Holly have answered this quite quickly.
Yeah.
It is true. So he was at Manchester United for 2 seasons on loan from West Ham United, and then went across the road, signed for Man City, and we all remember the famous banner, "Welcome to Manchester." So, true or false, Oldham Athletic are the only teams who have played in the Premier League and dropped into non-league?
I think this is true, but I think I've screwed myself over.
It is true. Oldham were in the very early days of the Premier League, and now they are in the Vanarama National League.
Well done, Niall.
Big up, Niall. He's pulling it back. There's a long way to go in this quiz, let me tell you. True or false, Blackburn Rovers have won the Premier League. It is true. They won it in 1995, beating Liverpool on the final day of the season. Guys, if you do want to get involved, the game pin is in the description as well. True or false, though, Blackpool have played in the Premier League.
About to say, Rez, you gonna say they've won it?
Well, they won many hearts the year they did play in the Premier League, Nelson.
That's true.
But yes, they did play in the Premier League for one season under Ian Holloway, but got relegated on the final day away at Old Trafford. Ex-Bolton manager Ian Everett, I believe, scored an own goal on that day as well.
He did.
Go on, Niall. Highest answer streak of 4. Check you out. Right, here we go. Liverpool are the only Premier League club to win a treble.
I'm loving these gifts.
Yeah, these gifts are good.
The answer is false. Liverpool have won a treble, but it was domestic and a European Cup. So they won the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the UEFA Cup in one season. Obviously, Manchester United won the Premier League, FA Cup, and the Champions League, as did Manchester City. Niall's answer streak is gone, but Holly is pulling it back with an answer streak of 3. Here we go, the Who's Who round.
This looks good.
Big up Fred the Red, the Man United mascot. Who is this?
About to say he was going to trick me with the options there, but I've just seen all the options. Can I just say, I want to say something about this guy.
It is, of course, Dimitri Payet. Nelson, what was you going to say about this absolute baller?
When we talk about, you mentioned the Barclays man. This guy
Yes.
is legit a Barclays man. He would have been a legend, but didn't stay long enough, so he's considered a Barclays man.
Yes, he absolutely is. And it is the anniversary of that famous free kick as well against Crystal Palace that everybody, I'm sure, remembers where it went in the top bins. Next question, who is this?
I was about to press the wrong colour there.
Oh.
What great names, by the way, Wes. Great names.
Some proper Barclaysmen in there as well.
Love it.
I am stressed.
It is Tim Cahill.
Oh my god!
Everybody should remember that celebration. No, we didn't answer, dude. What's going on? Come on, sort it out. We need you to pull it back. Right, who is this?
I was looking at all these names. You are very sly, Wes. Because there's so many names and there's so many people in one GIF.
It is N'Golo Kante.
That famous French song with his name in it.
Absolutely. I was just about to sing it then, but I forgot the words. But I believe N'Golo Kante is also one of very, very few players to win the Premier League in consecutive seasons. He obviously won it with Leicester and then won it a year later with Chelsea. Who's this?
Oh, great. Oh my gosh, you've put the spelling.
Oh no.
Spelling.
Oh, here we go.
Spelling.
Here we go.
Oh, he's put the spelling. You've done me over.
It is, of course, the greatest of all time, Moussa Dembele with 1 S, because the one with 2 S's is, of course, the other Moussa Dembele, centre forward that plied his trade once upon a time at Fulham and Celtic. So nobody got that one right. My heart is breaking. I am crying inside right now.
Who knew we'd be doing spelling today?
Yes, every day's a school day. Right, who's this?
You know what? Not as bad as I thought I was.
You wait till the Barclaysman round, Holly. Don't you?
Brilliant.
That's bosh. That's bosh.
What? Oh,
Wait,
what? I don't know what's happened there. The correct answer
Owen.
is Michael Owen. I don't know why it's picked Robbie Fowler.
Hey, you
so I apologise on that one. Right, here we go. It is the managers round. So different questions regarding different managers from the Premier League era. Here we go. He replaced Fergie as Manchester United manager.
That's a yes.
That is a very unique picture to get up, knowing that they didn't get along.
It was, of course, David Moyes, and I believe this week was the anniversary of the famous Andy Tate rant where he famously came out with "You are nothing, you are a fool, and you are a waste of time." David Moyes,
Love that. Iconic.
absolutely iconic. Streets will never forget Andy Tate. Right, here we go. How many
Ooh.
Premier League clubs has Harry Redknapp managed?
Ooh, what a shout.
But if you get this wrong, as the gift says, please don't get the amp with me.
Give him
Please,
a jam roly poly.
I beg. It's those.
So
Ah,
the answer is 5. So we have West Ham United, we have Portsmouth, we have Tottenham, we have Southampton. He did return to a spell at Portsmouth, but obviously he's already been there once, so we didn't really need to count that. And also Queen's Park Rangers.
Oh.
yeah. Okay, I missed out West Ham. I can't lie. I don't know why.
Okay, how many Premier Leagues has Jose Mourinho won? The eagle-eyed of you may have found a clue earlier on in the quiz.
No, I couldn't see it even with my glasses on.
It is 3 because famously after Tottenham beat Manchester United 3-0 in the 2018-19 season, Mourinho famously came out in a press conference and said that he had won 3 Premier Leagues and that people needed to respect him.
Respect.
Respect, man, respect. 3 for me and 2 for them. Right, how many Italians have won the Premier League?
Okay. I'm gonna take my time with this. I don't.
I'm sticking.
It
Come on, sir.
is
Ah,
4. It is
Niles.
4.
Niles got
So
that.
I believe that Claudio Ranieri is 1, Antonio Conte is another, Carlo Ancelotti is 1, and the last one has just evaded me, unfortunately, but the correct answer is
Wait.
4.
Who did you say? Conte
Conte, Ancelotti, Ranieri.
and Mancini.
Mancini is the other one. Of course. Aguero! How could I forget Roberto Mancini? Right, true or false, an English manager has won the Premier League. Big up, Roy Hodgson. It is false. An English manager has never won the Premier League. Would you believe
How
it?
crazy is that?
Would you believe it?
You
Okay,
gonna
here we go. Here is
here we go.
the round, the Barclaysman round. So if Jose prefers not to speak, because if he does, he will be in big trouble. Okay, who was famed for having Stoke-Alona? Mark Hughes, Tony
Stoke-Alona.
Pulis, Nathan Jones, or Steve Bruce?
Oh my.
You
Okay.
swam in the mud big time.
Oh my. Okay, I'm gonna go for. Oh, Hughesy boy.
It was, of course, Mark Hughes. He signed a handful of players that had previously plied their trade at Barcelona, including the likes of Bojan and Mark Muniesa. What a Nile, by the way.
Well done,
Right.
Niall.
Who's this?
Oh, what a baller. Oh, what a baller, Wes.
It was Jordi Gomez, Wigan legend, absolute Barclaysman
I
as
like that
well.
one.
Oh, is this where Holly's in the mud now?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Come
much
on
in the mud.
now. Niall can beat you. Come on now.
Okay, speaking of Barclaysman, who was nicknamed the Welsh Xavi?
Yeah. This is Barclays, man. Period. That is a great giveaway.
It was, of course, Joe Allen. The nickname was given to him by his former manager for both Swansea and Liverpool, Brendan Rodgers. He also said that he was a wonderful human being as well, did Brendan. Right, here we go. Second to last question. Which Barclaysman scored this famous goal?
Oh, what a goal. Repeat on my TikTok nearly every day.
Zamora! It was, of course, Bobby Zamora. I have to confess that goal did not take place in the Premier League, but obviously Bobby Zamora spent quite a few years in the Premier League, and happy Bobby Zamora Day to those that celebrate it when it comes around.
Oh,
Here we go. Last question. Who came from Zimbabwe and scored on Derby Day?
Yeah, what a Barclaysman this guy is. This is the reason why when I go to parties, Wes, I dance like this. It's the iconic celebration. You know about it. Benjani.
Ben Jarney. Harry Redknapp also famously tried to ship him off to Man City for £9 million because he couldn't believe that Sven was going to part with that much money. But, boys and girls, that's it. That's all, folks. In third place, 14 out of 25 was Niall. Well done, Niall. In second place was Holly with the Ag and Boom. And first place, 19 out of 25, was Nelson, who dubbed himself Leroy Lita.
Yeah, Barclaysman, Leroy Lita, thank you. This was a great quiz, Wes. I appreciate the different rounds that you've had. And look, if you're trying to put me on to set up and host a quiz, that is a tough one to beat.
That is a tough one. So, yes, boys and girls, that is it.
Gosh, smacked
Hope
it,
we all
smacked
enjoyed
it,
that.
smashed it.
Hope we all enjoyed that.
It was very good. I did enjoy it. Thank you, Wes, for that. Like I said, it was a lot better than the quiz I did last week, or the week before. That was like 2 minutes long.
Yeah, I was going to say there was more questions, Holly. So we had half a chance.
That is true. That is true. Like I say, both of you boys, I feel like my knowledge wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. To be fair,
You
No,
did good,
to be fair, I was quite kind with the questions. There was a few that I was going to properly do because I made the quiz whilst watching a Premier League years as well. So yeah, no, I thought I would. I thought I'd be okay. I didn't want to go pitch it too far the other way, but at the same time, tried to make it a little bit challenging as well because there's no doubt I'll probably pull that quiz out on a football camp that I'll be doing at some point. So yeah, it wasn't too bad.
it was good. It was good. Like I say, thank you to everybody that's watched. If you're going to rewatch this, please make sure you play along. Put in the comments what your score was. You'll probably beat mine. But yeah, it was good fun. Like I say, obviously that's a wrap for Hotspur Huddle tonight. We'll be back next week because obviously the football's back, unfortunately. So we'll have a lot to talk about next week. Hopefully Wes will get out the tactics board as well. Have a little play with that. Probably talk about how we've demolished Southampton because that would be quite nice to talk about for once. And then obviously Holly's Hotspurs Live is back Monday to dissect that Southampton game. So we'll go around the table, say our goodbyes. Thank you again, Wes, for hosting this one tonight. Done very, very well, sir. Where can everybody find you doing your thing?
Yeah, so Twitter is at Musa Dembele, the unofficial Musa Dembele fan account at Wezo10. That is with one S, not two, as some people forgot tonight on the quiz. So yeah, Twitter at Wezo10. Instagram's at Wezo32. I'm not going to Stamford Bridge on Thursday. I would rather have pins in my eyes, I'm not going to lie. But I will be at the Southampton game. So, Holly, there is no excuse now. We have to have a meet up. We have to have a catch up at the Southampton game as well. And then obviously run at my own football coaching business, if you like. Still winging it, I guess, after all this time. But it's Kickoff Football Academy or at Co4MK across your socials, where you can also pick up some lovely little merch, like I'm repping tonight. The hoodies do fly, I have to say. They are quite comfy as well. So yeah, Co4MK or Kickoff Football Academy across your socials. And yeah, we've got Easter camp coming up, which is promising to be busy, which will be quite nice. And yeah, keep me in check for sure. But make sure that people are liking, subscribing to the channel as well, and all that good stuff.
Business. And Nelson, or should I say Mr. AFTV man, now in the house. Where can everybody find you doing your thing as well, Nelson? It's been great tonight.
Good to be back for another episode. Second win of the quiz tonight. But yeah, I was going to say, you can find me in Dreamland on AFTV. But in all reality, no, you can find me on Instagram at n.natumba25. So that's N, my last name, Natumba, and then 25 on the end of that. That's a wrap.
Notice how Nelson's now getting in his AFTV plug. Unbelievable, Jeff.
To be fair, I'd do it. Not that I'd be on Arsenal TV, but it's quite an achievement, to be fair. So well done, Nelson. And obviously winning the quiz, which is definitely ranked higher than Arsenal Fan TV. But we will be back next week. And like I say, if you are replaying, I say tell us your scores in the comments below. And until next time, always fair.